What's up, it's Jan back at it again with another nerdy bookish video. This is gonna be my spoiler-filled dedicated reading vlog for January's full moon book club pick, which is Lights Out by Navessa Allen. We're here on theme with this dark romance sweatshirt from Hellolovelybox. Use my code JustJan15 for 15% off. Hellolovelybox.com. This is a dark romance. It's a stalker romance, but I know it's like all consensual stalking. It's not quite like Haunting Adeline, which I own but haven't read yet. I'm still debating on whether I want to or not. This is about this dude called the Faceless Man on TikTok apparently, and he posts thirst traps with a mask on, and this one girl is like really into it, but I think they like know each other in real life or something. And then all I know is there's this one scene where he like breaks into her house. He's like, wow, that was so easy. I'm gonna install a security system for her. A lot of people are raving about this book. I heard it gets steamy. Some of my patrons were at work embarrassed that they were listening to this. It seems like a fun time. It's been compared to Butcher and Blackbird by Bryn Weaver quite a bit. I gave that one 4 stars. I gave the second one, Leather and Lark, 3 stars, like a low 3. It was awful. Honestly, it should have been a 2, but I'm hoping I like this more than Leather and Lark. I know the second one comes out this year, I believe, for Lights Out, and the third one for Butcher and Blackbird actually comes out this year for sure. I do have the audiobook. I heard the audiobook is the way to go for this, but I am gonna be annotating because I am who I am, and I'll be filling y'all in with my spoiler-filled thoughts. First of all, thank you if you participated in this month's book club and starting the year off with me. Also, thank you for keeping this book club alive for the, what is this, the 4th year in a row? Crazy. Despite all the changes I made last year and everything. And also, if you read this book, even just not for the book club, but you're watching this video, thank you as well. I think right now I'm just gonna respond to comments because I have a bunch that I've just been letting sit there because I want to use my creamy keyboard instead of just answering them on my phone. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'll probably start this in like an hour or so. I'm doing Discord sprints with my Patreon right now, so those are gonna be going on for another 2-3 hours. I just finished Part of Your World. I'm also listening to Murder Road for my other vlog, so there's a lot going on. This is my 3rd vlog that I'm doing at the same time as other vlogs, so there's gonna be a lot of jumping around. I need to hold this up at all times so Editing Jan knows which footage to put where. I don't know if I'm quite in the mood for a dark romance, especially just finishing a romance, so maybe I'll start this when I finish Murder Road, maybe? Just as a palate cleanser? I don't know. We'll see, but this is a pretty long book. It's almost 400 pages, and the font isn't that big, so hopefully it flies by. I heard it does. I heard it's fast-paced, and I heard the audiobook is really well crafted. We'll see what I think about that. I'll talk to you later. Hope you enjoyed this vlog or whatever.
Hacking, theft, unintentional cannibalism, and desecration of the body.
Finally, Lights Out contains breath clay.
Okay, I have so much to say, and I don't even care that there's a coworker parked right next to me, but I'm holding this up for Editing Jan purposes. First of all, someone just needs to get this woman laid. When was the last time she got laid? Because clearly she's bananas. She is losing her shit over TikToks. And I think maybe that's why I'm kind of annoyed at this book, is because it's all centered around TikTok. And if you know me, I'm sorry, I personally never had a TikTok. I prefer Reels. I just like that it's all in one app on Instagram, and I'm only on TikTok for work, like my day job, and I don't even have it on my personal phone. Anyway, first of all, well, I already said a first of all, but I guess second of all, I don't even know where to start. Okay, so chapter 1, we find out this is her kink. She has a mask kink, which is fine. Not gonna yuck her yum. That's fine. How old is this girl? I don't even know. but she's also an ER nurse. I don't know why every book that I pick up lately has someone in the medical field. Part of Your World, My December Darling. Chapter 2, we get the perspective from the guy. And I like the guy's perspective. And I like the narration. Everyone was right. The girlies were right about the audiobook. The audiobook is the way to go for sure, but I'm still gonna follow along and annotate. I just have to, like, I don't know, be strategic about it or something. And it's juicy coming from him because he is best friends with the guy that, what the fuck's her name? Allie. Allie is hooking up with. They're roommates and they're best friends, but Tyler is like a fuckboy and he doesn't give a fuck. He's just like, I don't want to play games. Like, I just want to be like, wham bam, thank you, ma'am. I'm not gonna put a mask on for this bitch. It's basically what he said to, what's his name? Josh. At one point, Allie sends Tyler a screenshot of Josh's TikTok, shirtless with a mask, and he has a bunch of tattoos. But luckily, Tyler didn't recognize him because he was like, I don't want a shirtless man on my phone, like I'm not gonna stare at that too hard. And Josh accidentally deleted off his phone when they were talking about it. So then he sees all these comments. I love Allie's comments though, not gonna lie. Allie's comments are very creative. She's like, oh, this man keeps coming onto my FYP when he should be coming onto me or whatever. And I'm like, okay, kind of cute, kind of quirky, but he's seeing that she's really into it. He's a hacker, so he like hacks into her account and figures out where she lives. We're still in chapter 2. He breaks into her house right from the get-go. I thought it was going to be deeper into the story, but he just does it right away, which is great. He successfully does it, films a TikTok in her bedroom. She watches a TikTok while she's on her night shift and she's like getting wet on her shift, especially because she's like, I have that same comforter. Oh my god, this could be my room. Like, how are you not more freaked out? Anyway, she gets home, she's freaked out, and then she's like, but like, do I call the cops? Why am I so turned on? I don't know, bitch. Why are you so turned on? I would be fucking frozen and just traumatized. And normally, I would eat this shit up. Like, I love fucked up things, okay? I love fucked up books, but this is a little, I don't know if I'm just not in the mood. Maybe I'm just not in the mood. Maybe I'm in the mood for more like lighthearted shit. I know it's a dark romance, and this is stupid to say, but I just, you know, I read extreme horror, I read horror all the time, like general horror, and I read thrillers, and I'm always like, oh my god, that is so disturbing. Let's keep reading. Turn the fucking page. But he puts a camera in her bedroom? I don't like that. I don't like that. Maybe it's just because I'm so annoyed by being in this girl's head. Right now it's feeling like a 3-star, but I have a feeling it might get better for me. Just right now, I'm annoyed by Allie just because she almost sounds pathetic. Again, not to yuck her yum, but she's like obsessed. It's scary how obsessed she is, which is probably the point. I think people are gonna be like, oh my god, you're not getting that point of the story. No, I get it. I think I'm just not in the mood. But if I like keep in mind to suspend my disbelief, to be like, Jan, this is fiction. You don't need to be fully realistic, okay? I just need to like fully get myself in that mindset because that's the only way I'm gonna get through this. But the audiobook's good and the writing is not terrible. And I've read dark romance before. I don't know. I think it is just the TikTok thing. I'm like, really? You're like pausing work to watch this TikTok. I don't know. It just like baffles my mind that people are that addicted to TikTok like that. But I know she's addicted to him, but she's also like, I click my favorite social media app. And all the questions that she asks herself in her head are just so, I don't know, they sound immature, they sound juvenile. I don't know if that's the audio, but the female narrator doesn't sound juvenile. I will say I do like that this is one of those audiobooks that they do switch narration, and even if it's the guy's perspective and the girl's talking, or like we hear one of Allie's comments, her voice is the one on the audiobook, not the guy just saying things in a higher pitch. You know what I mean? Because that's fucking annoying. Anyway, that's my little rant of the morning, but I'm hoping to finish this tomorrow because it is Winterween. Today is January 10th, and I gotta get this vlog up by like the 12th latest for Patreon early access. I'm not stressed, you're stressed. It's also bloody disgusting outside. I hate it. I hate it here. I hate it here, so I will go to where it doesn't fucking snow like this. Like, this woman's thirst is trapped, okay? So he's doing his job, but I don't know. Could never be me. Could never be me. I have so much to fucking say. I have so much to say, and I feel like I'm gonna forget half of the stuff that I wanted to say because I was listening to this on my way here from work. It's like 5 o'clock. I got out of work an hour early because I was over hours. I can't with this bookmark. I got to, I don't know what chapter I'm on. I just need to, hold on. I'm frazzled, flabbergasted. Not in a good way. There is so much cringe, and I don't think it's the kind I like. Okay, first of all, make it make sense that I love the audiobook because it's literally like top tier acting. When I was reading it physically during my lunch break, I was enjoying the story more. So I don't know if it's just like I like my own voice or what, but also Allie is so insufferable. So insufferable. She just needs to be so fucking honest with herself and just accept. Like, she knows her kinks. She knows what she's into. Yet she keeps asking herself, why is it that I'm so turned on by this? Like, what is wrong with me? Like, oh, I know I shouldn't be doing this, but like, why is it that I feel this way? Or why am I not scared? And because you're into it, bitch. Like, just accept it. Be honest. Be real. There are just so many things. So I got home in the middle of their first sex scene in the car. First of all, she got in the car with him. Okay, my thing with romances, I need more. I need more substance between them. I need more chemistry between them, okay? I can do insta-love as long as there's something else there, or like they get to know each other really fast or whatever. But they don't know shit about each other. He knows more about her because like he knows where she works. He knows her full name. She doesn't know shit. She doesn't even know. Like, she's literally about to ask his roommate, Tyler, the guy that she ended things with or whatever, that she was hooking up with. She asked him to ask Josh to hack into like devices and shit to figure out who this masked guy is, not knowing that it's Josh, right? It's kind of like the Mindfuck series, which I liked a lot. Like, I love at least 3 of the books in the Mindfuck series. Just everything that she's saying is so cringy. How old is she supposed to be? I still don't know. But she talks as if she's like some desperate, pathetic teenage girl who's never seen a penis before. Just horny all the time. She's literally like talking to her vagina and her ovaries in her head. And I hate being in her head. I can't stand it. I can't stand it. She's literally like, no vagina, don't quiver at that. You too, ovaries. And I'm like, this is so bad. And the writing style is something that I don't like. There was one, oh here, I tabbed it. Well, I'd be his next victim over my dead, whoops, wrong phrase for right now. I wouldn't be his next victim. I don't like that. I don't like that writing style. The whoops, like talking to you type shit, or like the first person, like, okay, I just hit myself with a dick-shaped bookmark. Oh my god. Where am I? Where am I? Where am I? There are parts when she's at work, she's like, I wonder if he hacked into the hospital cameras too. And then so she flips off the camera and then he texts her rude, or he messages her on TikTok or whatever. And now she's like kind of going viral in a way because these who are also falling for his thirst traps are like, you know, stalking the comments and whatever. And they see that she's the only one he follows and her comment is the only one he hearts or whatever. The fact that it's social media, it's so annoying. Oh, speaking of, I hate that Allie is like, I hover my finger over my social media app. Just call it the TikTok app. It's not like it's one of those where it's like copyright issues or whatever, or they're like trying to avoid, like in Mayfly when they're trying to avoid all the Disney references for some reason to like not be on the nose or whatever. I don't know. They mentioned TikTok in the beginning. They mentioned TikTok in the synopsis, I believe, right? No, wrong. But I'm just so annoyed and I don't think I'm gonna end up loving this. She's also like trying to be all badass. This quote, I want someone with the soul as black as night, someone who would burn the world down for me and not lose a single minute of sleep over it. The quote on the back, like who fucking says that? Who fucking says that? Like I said, she asks herself questions all the time, like what kind of girl likes this and that? Who am I to like all these things? Literally just accept it. You know what you like. So I don't understand why you're still in denial, but also just like masturbating to his thirst traps. Do you know what I mean? I just don't understand why you're questioning yourself when you are literally taking actions to be the contrary of everything you're saying. Be the contrary? I don't know what I'm saying. 25% through. I'm on chapter 8. Okay, let's turn to chapter 8, class. I don't know what that accent was.
You're so hard that I need 2 hands to get your zipper open.
Oh god, it's so, and then like the shit he says too, I prefer his perspective tenfold to Allie's. But the shit he says too, he's like,
Oh my god, I'm gonna come like a fire hydrant.
if she doesn't stop or whatever. I'm getting secondhand embarrassment. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? They like drove by these guys and the guys were like freaking out because he had a mask and a knife in this car with this girl. And he's like,
Boo, motherfuckers.
he also said Allie in her villain era. He said era. And like what grown ass man? Oh my lord. Is this gonna be 2 stars? It might be 3. Right now it's sitting at a 3. It's teetering though. It's on the fence between a 2 and a 3. Lordy lord. I just cannot fathom it. I need to just tab from chapter 6 to chapter 8. I need to go back and do my annotations. So if I flip through and I happen to come across more things that I want to share, I will let y'all know. But for now, that's all I got. I guess I could do a little bit of a haul, at least for this one, because this is exciting. From Pango, I found this beanie. Dear Jan, thanks so much for taking this off my hands. Hope you love it. It's a Love Light Farms beanie. Are you joking? This is so fucking cute, and it's cozy, and I love Love Light Farms. What is this? Ooh, it's a little bag of stickers and a magnet. It says eat, sleep, read. I'm putting that on my fridge. In my bookish girly era like this. Oh, I already have these. This is cute though. It's like one of those old school library book things in the front. I don't really want to show these, to be honest, because I'm going to do a bookish merch haul for Patreon either next month, probably next month, if I can't think of anything else. But yeah, I love this hat though. Sorry, I'm a little washed out. The exposure is a little too high. Okay, I'll talk to y'all when I make more progress. I gotta go start my Winterween vlog. Y'all, so I'm on chapter 13. I just listened to the audiobook while purging some clothes. I'm still not done, but my drawer of pants and jeans finally closes. So hallelujah. But I'm going back and like tabbing things and noting cringy moments. Well, I'm just at the page where she was about to masturbate with her biggest vibrator that she owns, and then Josh breaks in with his mask and like a voice disguiser because he didn't want her to know it was him, because they just hung out kind of because Tyler left and Josh was helping her find her stalker. And then the chapter after she was, sorry, I'm jumping all over the place, but the chapter after she was hanging out with him, she goes, Josh is the faceless man. I don't know how I know, but I know. And I was like, okay, now you're suddenly not stupid. You're suddenly not asking yourself a billion questions as to why you think certain things. Anyway, so she has a very strong inkling that it's him. Like I said, she starts masturbating. He's watching her. He breaks in. He's like,
let me take over.
Basically. Then he calls it mommy daddy time and tells Fred to get out, the cat. And I was just like, ew. And then he like gives her the biggest orgasm of her life, whatever. And she goes, it felt like my brain short-circuited. It felt like I died. It felt like I spoke to the devil and the devil told me he was proud of what we'd just done. Y'all, just what do you mean? They're just random phrases. They're just random like modern phrases. Like at one point she said something about like, oh, I have zero chill or no chill or something like that. And like I said, when Josh said in her villain era, you know, that type of vibe, it's so not cute. It like doesn't fit. It takes me out of the story. It really just turns me off from the whole thing. And the writing in this has gotten worse. I don't think it's good writing whatsoever, especially when those types of phrases come up. I'm just like, we really had to do that? We get it, it's modern. Okay, we get it. It's in this day and age. There's TikTok, for God's sake. And we're gonna do that? Again, these feel like grown-ass people. Like, she's a fucking nurse. She obviously has to have some sort of degree. And yes, I know degrees don't always mean you're smart, but come on. The medical field, you have to be at least smarter than what she is coming off as. Is there a reason she needs to be in the medical field other than the fact that she was able to mend his wound when she accidentally stabs him while she rides his dick? Not gonna lie, that was like a moment. I was like, no fucking way did she just do that. I also did like when they were playing Would You Rather in person. Also, she said she pulled a little bit of his hair when she was, I don't know, something with a sweatshirt, but Josh was like, I knew it. I outsmarted her again because that's Tyler's sweatshirt that I wore, which is like what are the odds of that? I mean, I guess if you're dating someone in the medical field, you would think that they have enough eyes. So I guess it was pretty smart of him, but I don't know. And then he like posts another thirst trap that he captioned mommy daddy time, and it was like one of his most sexual that he's posted, and there are all these comments like, oh my god, girl, you won. Is he married? One of the comments was like, I didn't think I wanted kids until I just pictured this man holding a baby. And then, oh my god, this is what made me pause. She's like picturing him cradling a baby in his arms, and then she goes, I could feel my ovaries back at it again. opening the floodgates and screaming, "Go, go, go," as they released every single egg in my body. If I had sex with this man in the near future, we'd have to double up on birth control. My pager went off, and I was glad for the excuse to get out of there before the next kink I developed was a breeding one. What are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? Like, calm the fuck down. Calm down. You got laid. You don't need to be this way as intensely anymore. I'm really annoyed by Allie. I don't like her. She's really fucking annoying. So yeah, I have many cringe tabs. I'm on page 172 now. You know what sucks is that I'm probably gonna want to unhaul this, but I save my full moon book club pics until the end of the year so I could take my full moon book club wrap up photo. So this is just gonna be chilling on my shelves until December. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. This happened last year too, where I unhauled my January. Also earlier when I talked about this quote about wanting someone with a soul as black as night, the sentence before that was, I don't want morally gray. I want someone with a soul as black as night. Someone who would burn the world down for me and not lose a single minute of sleep over it. I don't want morally gray. I want pitch black is basically what she said. And like, I don't know, I've liked dark romance before. I've liked mafia romance. I've liked serial killer romances. I don't know about this one. And it's not the story. The story is intriguing. The premise, I wouldn't have chosen this as an option, you know, put this on the poll as an option if it weren't intriguing to me. But it's the writing. It's the writing and the annoying female character. Obviously, I'm not going to DNF though. I'm going to stick it out to the end and I'm going to see where these two people end up. But will I read the sequel? Probably not. That's the verdict as of right now. I think I'm going to sit here and actually follow along now and try to finish this early tomorrow before my sprints with Gabby. Then we can end this vlog. I know it's a short one, but hopefully these long updates make up for it because I hate when this happens in January. I also cannot ever take this seriously. Like, I just have this. I just have this. I love it. GG and Bo. How I've said before that I love long romances. This is not one of them. This is not what I meant. This doesn't need to be 400 pages. It's not looking good, y'all. It is not looking. Also, I think I've said ER nurse multiple times. She's a trauma nurse. I need a break from this book. I think I'm gonna read some of my winter ween books. I hope this goes up on time. I need to binge it. I have like 3.5 hours left of the audiobook, I think. I just need to like color for 3.5 hours tomorrow or something. Fuck. Hi, we're back reading this fucking book. I'm literally so bored that I just started coloring. I'm almost done with my giraffe in my color by number. We have a lot to say. We have a lot to say, my dudes. First of all, this cringy ass line. She goes, "If it's like this now, what's going to happen when I finally get you inside me?" And he said, "The poles will probably realign and we'll be responsible for an extinction level event." Who the fuck talks like that? Why are men, not even men, this man, why? And this is after this kinky ass sex sesh with like blindfolds and knife handles and handcuffs and things like that. Also, I think I missed the part where he knows that she knows he's Josh. So at this point, the only thing he's hiding now is the fact that he's the son of a serial killer. And I don't know why he's so concerned when she's also fucked up. So this Brad dude is this rapist that Allie has encountered because she's a trauma nurse and he's under her care apparently at the hospital. And she like went off on him, called him a shrimp dick or something like that. He tried to make a move on her, but he made a scene and he was like, "Help, she's threatening me." And no one in the hospital believed him, obviously, because he's, I guess, done it before and he's a fucking rapist. Then he tries to get revenge and tries to break into Allie's apartment or Allie's house or whatever, and Josh is there with her while this is happening. So So now he like beats him up, gags him, whatever, and he ends up accidentally killing him because he puts duct tape over his mouth and nose, not realizing that he did that, and then he just dies. And now they're trying to hide the body. And apparently Allie is related to people in a mob, so she's like, I'm fine with death, but I'm not trying to dismember this guy and hide the body, you know, so we need help. So now they're talking to her family members who were in a mob trying to hide this crime. So now it's Butcher and Blackbird vibes for sure, with they technically killed this person together because she was like an accessory to the murder. Now they're trying to like hide the body and get away with it and whatever. This part is fine. It's not as boring as all the other parts. I'm so tired of reading sex scenes between these two. I'm so bored. Like, it was fine in the beginning when she was just finding out that he was into her and everything and she didn't know who he was, and now I'm just over it. I have wanted to DNF so many times, but I'm like, I am not DNFing. I'm so bad at DNFing my book club books. I don't think I've ever done that, no matter how much I've hated my book club books, but especially not the first one of the year. So I guess this is gonna be a ranty vlog. I mean, I kind of anticipated that about 100 pages in, but now we're on page 240-ish. And yeah, I'm just so sick of listening to Allie being in her head, and it's just not cute anymore. Things he said to her, I just cannot. The whole like, Fred is our son, Fred the cat, Fred is our son, mommy daddy time, whatever. That was cute in the beginning, but now he's like, he constantly calls him their son, which is cute, but it's overdone. And to the point where it's cringy. Even in his head, he's like, oh, I put Fred in a different room because no child should see what I'm about to do to his mother. That's weird. That's fucking weird. This part of the plot is kind of riveting. Riveting is kind of a strong word, but it's more interesting. So we'll see if it could gain a star, but right now it's at 2 stars for me. I have yet to get a 5-star this year, and this would be my 8th book of the year so far, which is actually it's not the best, but it's not the worst. It's currently January 12th, so I have to get this up tomorrow. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get it up for early access, which is unfortunate. I'm just like behind with so many things. It's definitely this horror Goodreads vlog that's fucking me up, but hopefully my reading speed gets faster after this. I'm just gonna sit here and pretty much read as much as humanly possible until 11, which is in an hour, because I'm gonna watch Normal People with fellow vampy Megan. We only have a few episodes left, and then we're gonna get right back into reading. It's Sunday, it's 10 a.m. I'm tired. The concert was tiring. I need to wash my hair. I need to do laundry. I might just not, though. I might just not. I should do at least 1 load. And I need to edit this vlog. Just fuck my life. Oh my god, also, I forgot to mention. So they're official now. He asked her to be his girlfriend whilst Brad's corpse was just chilling in the trunk. How fucked up does one have to be like, why is that kind of romantic? That's me. That's what I thought immediately. Okay, it's not the fact that there's a dead body, okay? It's the principle of them being in a precarious, intense situation, but they literally can't stop thinking about being together, so they just had to make it official right at that moment. They couldn't wait. That's what's romantic about it. Oof. Okay, I read like 30 more pages. Allie needed to go to Josh's/Tyler's apartment because Fred needed to use the litter box. Josh calls Tyler up and is like, hey, you know how Allie and I tried to find this hacker? And then he's like, please tell me you hit it off. And he's like, yeah, she's my girlfriend now, so she's gonna come over without me because I have things to take care of, so I hope that's okay. So Tyler's like, yeah, sure. She goes over there. She gets a call from Vern, who is this person who works at the hospital who did the DNA tests for the blood and whatever that she gave her. Now she finally knows that 50% of his DNA matches the Ken doll killer, aka his dad. I never knew why he was so adamant about not letting Tyler bring girls who are into true crime over, and now I just finally got it because then they recognize him because he looks just like his dad. Anyway, so Long story short, Tyler tells Allie everything. Okay. And she's like, anything else I need to know about him? And he goes, he's vegan. And she's like, wait, why the fuck does that matter? But then she's like, wait, he made me bacon and eggs the other day. And he's like, oh, he's got it bad for you, babe. Like, I'm not even allowed to cook meat in here because the smell bothers him and whatever. And she's like, why? And he said his dad stirred one of his victims into hamburger patties and fed her to our entire neighborhood at a block party. That's crazy. But also, kind of fucking cute that he looked past that to make Allie a good breakfast. That's kind of cute. If there were more moments like that, this could be 3 stars. And the fact that he didn't tell her, the fact that Tyler told her, and like Tyler keeps like talking him up. He's like, he would be the best person to hide a body with and get away with it or whatever. And like he protects his own. He has everybody's back. He has a GPS thing in my car. He's always protected because he doesn't trust anybody. And oh my God, cute. You know? So yeah, we'll see if these last 130 pages make me fall in love with Josh more instead of cringe the entire time. I hope there's only like one more sex scene because I really don't think I can take another one because these sex scenes are long as fuck. They're not just like 2 pages. They're like half a chapter, maybe a whole chapter. But why is this? I'm gonna dog ear this. Why do I that he's vegan, but he tried, and that's why the bacon was never cooked right, because he didn't know how. That's the type of sacrificial little gestures that I like. Oh my God, I think I need help. I just told Joey the entire plot of this story.
Literally, she goes to tell me about this one part.
It's spoiler.
But before that, she had to tell me the entire plot just so she could tell me
that he's vegan.
Yeah.
But he listened so closely, he popped a squat, and he just sat there and listened. You even gave active listening feedback. You were like, wait, okay, so the blood was Josh's.
Just what I do.
What a guy. Anyway, I'm waiting.
See, episode 5. Oh, yeah. You guys totally watched without me.
Okay, I'm gonna go get Megan.
Oh, we got a lot of episodes left.
What? I thought it was 10 episodes. If you haven't watched Normal People, this is your sign. Why was that epilogue necessary? Why was that epilogue necessary? And it was the longest epilogue ever. And it did nothing other than tell us that Josh wants 8 fucking kids. Then Allie's talking to her vagina again. Dude, like what the fuck is... I knew my vagina couldn't speak, but I swore I heard it let out a low whimper of terror. And then he told her to picture him carrying a baby and a toddler. And she's like, uh-oh, no ovaries. Put down the war paint. And then he's like shirtless. And it's like, get over yourself, bro. He was cool. He's fine. Things worked out. I mean, it got a little bit tense with the whole mission of hiding the body or whatever. And there was a part where she goes, am I being Gilmore'd right now? Because the cousin who helped her, who was with her in the car or whatever, was like, yeah, you owe us a favor. So my dad wants you to have dinner with us every now and then or whatever as payback to pay off the favor of us helping you. So that was cool. They kind of did Emily Gilmore dirty in that sentence, but the girlies who don't get the Emily Gilmore hype just don't get it. Clearly, Navessa Allen, or Allie in the book, hasn't watched past like season 2 in Gilmore Girls. Wow, I'm pissed. I'm pissed that my first book of the year for book club is 2 stars. Carmilla's already voted for February's. I gotta confirm, but there was a clear winner. So I already kind of know what next month's book is, and I swear to God, I swear, if this book next month disappoints, I quit. This is so sad. I don't even know what else to say. I was sitting here filming my winter ween reading routine reel for the day 3 Instagram challenge or whatever, and I was like playing my game. I was doing anything to make this time reading it less excruciating. Oh my god, it was so bad. Endless cringe all the way through, even to the very end of the epilogue. On the last fucking page, she talks to her ovaries in her head, and it's not funny. It's like trying too hard to be funny, and it does that so many times. I'm unhauling this at the end of this year. Like I said, I have to keep it in a corner somewhere until I take my end of the year full moon book club photo, just because I like seeing them all 12 of them next to each other. I think it's cute. Fred was my favorite character. The cat, he was great. I hated though when the narrator was like yowl for the cat. It was so unpleasant to my ears. But yeah, my tabbing got significantly less towards the end because I stopped caring. The only things I pretty much tabbed were the really cringy parts in the second half. I think Josh deserves better. I guess Allie is perfect for him because like she understood and she didn't care that he was the son of a serial killer and blah 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 blah. Tyler actually had a good redeeming arc with like talking about their friendship and everything, like him and Josh. He might be a fuckboy, but he had a redeeming arc. Allie is just as fucked up as Josh, but she was just so vocal about it that it was fucking annoying. It was so pick-me energy. I'm so glad it's over. That whole like Brad situation though, and them hiding the body, I think that was an interesting turn that the story took. I wish it took it a lot earlier though, because it was like almost 200 pages in before there was an actual plot other than them two fucking and him hiding his identity and whatever the fuck. Wow, I'm so glad I didn't pre-order the sequel or anything. And I got the second hand from Pango. So yay me. Finally done. I'm done. I need to edit this vlog now, so thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this book, good for you. Honestly, that's fine. I could see how people would like this. It is kind of a fun time if you're able to look past all the cringe and everything, but I couldn't. I could not. I mean, don't hesitate to tell me what you rated it or what you think about it. Like, let me know in the comments what you thought. If you participated this month, no shade to anybody who loved this book. My opinions are my own and blah, 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 blah. All that shit. Okay. If you made it to the end of this video, what should we put? A blue heart. Let's just put a blue heart in the comments down below to represent the very blue cover of this book. I will have the announcement for next month's Full Moon Book Club pick up soon. Hope you had a 5-star day. Don't forget to do some self-care, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!